All right, I think we're ready to get started. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Great to see everybody out tonight. We've got a great meeting. We'll get started. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024. This is the village board meeting for the village of Willow Springs. The time is 7 p.m. and this meeting is called to order. Madam Clerk Charles, can we please call the roll?
Trustee Ara.
Here.
Kennedy.
Here.
Micah. Tosh. Moon. Carr.
Here.
President Nettmeyer.
Present, and we have a quorum that completes the roll. Let's all please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you, everybody. We'll jump right into our agenda item number 3. This is disposition of previous minutes. We have in our board pack the budget hearing meeting minutes from December 14, 2023. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
By Kennedy, second.
Second.
By trustee Ara, discussion. Questions? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara.
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Carr. President Nettmeyer.
Aye. That completes the vote and those minutes are approved. Next, December 14, 2023, combined committee and board meeting minutes. May I have a motion to approve?
Make that motion.
By trustee Kennedy,
I'll second.
second by trustee Ara. Discussion or questions on this? There being none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara.
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Carr. President Nettmeyer.
Aye, and those minutes are approved. Thank you. Moving on to number 4, the village administrator report. Administrator Grace.
Thank you. There's a quick update for everybody. On January 22nd, the Lyons Township High School Board held their monthly meeting. They did discuss 2 offers that they received for their land located along Willow Springs Road. These new offers are from a residential home builder. They are looking to purchase the land and develop it into a residential community. They had a couple of different options that they were considering. Trustee Ara attended this meeting on the village's behalf and made a statement on behalf of the board and the administration. By the high school board, after they had their discussion, it's really still unclear exactly what they're going to do with the land. What they did agree on is that their next steps are going to be that the superintendent will prepare a request for proposals that he will then present to the board at a future meeting date. They're potentially seeking to locate a land use company that will guide them through some community outreach, appraisals of the land, and if needed, all the way through a potential bid process if they decide to sell. They still seem unsure. They're somewhat non-committal on what their next steps will be, but we'll monitor it and report back on any actions that they take. Trustee Ara, did you have anything to add to that since you attended?
No, they summarized it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so we'll continue to monitor that situation. The other thing I wanted to mention this evening is obviously this is the first meeting in January, and I've spent the last several weeks reviewing last year's operations and where we ended with. And normally I don't get into too many things that we're doing on the agenda, or I try to take from other people's reports. But tonight I'm going to take a little bit from what Dan is going to say. Last year, through really dedicated work from all of our departments, the village ended on just a fabulous note. We were over $1 million to the good last year. We came in under budget in every department. We came in over budget on revenues on almost every line. Those revenues were thanks to 2 major parts. One was Trustee Denny's did some great work in investing the funds that we had differently than we had in years past, and that produced several $100,000 in investment returns. So that was a great move by Treasurer Denny's. The other thing that was somewhat ironic, and it's good that all the officers are here today to hear this one, but revenues for the police department exceeded goal by about 85% next year. So a great job. It shows the work and the dedication of that department. They've been out there doing their jobs and making sure that everything is being handled properly in that department. So those numbers are something to be very proud of. And so glad that you're all here, and thank you for that work. Another thing that we're doing tonight that's been something that's been happening in the police department quite a bit over the last year and a half or so. There's been a lot of changes structurally, and tonight we're going to be considering the option to promote 2 officers. That didn't come easy. That came after a lot of work from our police commission and Mr. Sprinkler from the audience here. They performed some testing. Our full-time officers all tested for that position. They did a great job. Everybody stepped up, rose to the occasion, and tonight we're looking to promote the 2 top officers on that list. So I think there's a lot to be proud of. We've done a lot of great things in this department. I see a lot of great things happening with what we're looking to do tonight, and 24 is going to be even better. So I appreciate everybody's hard work, and thank you all.
Thank you, Administrator Gray. Outstanding, and yeah, it's just a testament to the hard work of all of the individuals that we have. All good stuff, outstanding and excellent, thank you. Village clerk report. Clerk Rouse, do you have anything?
I have no report this evening.
Okay, we're gonna move into reports of officials. Village engineer, Pat Hanson.
Yes.
The very high compliance. 117, 122, we're a little behind on this. And the reviews already got back to me with additional comments, a conference call with them next week. Hopefully at the February meeting, I'll have an update that will be.
Thank you, Mr. Branson. On to village attorney report, Erica.
There is no report this evening.
Okay, thank you. Treasurer Denny?
I think the manager already mentioned the point, we had a very positive year last year. Obviously, we had to go through, and it's a very preliminary close, although I don't think our numbers are much together with that going on better. So, it is a testimony to what you guys have done in the budget, really working together, and it's always good to be able to be positive about things.
Thank you, Treasurer Denny. Reports of standing committees. We'll start with finance and administration. Trustee Ara.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 781, warrant 23-0-21 dated December 28, 2023. Payroll and fund expenses totaling $314,015.73.
Okay, thank you for that motion, Trustee Ara. Is there a second? By Trustee Carr. Discussion or questions on this set of warrants?
I just wanted to update on some of the things that are regular in what we spent money on during that warrant. We had 2 pay periods in that warrant, as opposed to 1 usually. We had $23,000 that was part of 2 months out of 3 months for our 911 dispatch. We did some modifications to Fairway 2 lift pumps to improve remote operation. We had some sewer repairs in Westport, and then miscellaneous other legal fees of about $15,000. That's the one.
Okay, any more discussion on this first set of warrants? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettemeyer.
Aye, and those warrants are approved. On to the second.
I would like to make a motion to approve item 782 warrant 23-0-22 dated January 11, 2024. Payroll and fund expenses totaling $209,861.28.
Okay, thank you for that. Trustee Ara, second.
One second.
By Trustee Kennedy. Discussion or questions on this set?
I'll just update some of the things that were just additional in this warrant. We had about $18,000 in additional payroll costs that time of the year. It's just, it happens. $38,000 in health insurance premiums. We are now paying that on a 6-month basis. It hits every 6 months. And then we had the 3rd month of the quarterly payment related to the 911 dispatch services. So, for the number 1.
Okay, thank you for those observations. Any more discussion on these? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettemeyer.
Aye, and those warrants are approved.
Okay, moving on to the last warrant. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 783, warrant 23-0-23 dated January 24th, 2024. Payroll and fund expenses totaling $165,973.02.
Okay, we have that motion by trustee Ara, second.
Oh, correction, 25th, yes. Thank you for catching it. Either 25th, not the 20th.
Okay, they're dated the 25th. Okay, so when you
I said the 24th.
got it. Okay, so we do have the motion by trustee Ara for those warrants from the 25th. Is there a second?
I'll second.
By trustee Kennedy, discussion.
Okay, this warrant is the bridge and payroll where we pay every 2 weeks. So this payroll run actually had the end of 2023 for 1 week and the beginning of 2024, which included the increases for all village employees. And then we had another $17,000 in annual renewals for licensing and so.
Okay, any more observations on this bit?
No.
Okay, then let's do a roll call.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, and those warrants were
Okay, so then, you should find in Dices, an update of the year-end 2023 video gambling report. I typically have been reporting out on a quarterly basis now instead of on a monthly basis. So what you'll notice is that, the dollars played this year was, a bit over $45 million, which is, over $500,000 with all 2022. It had net income to businesses of nearly $4 million. It's about $350,000 over 2022. Willow Springs income from this was $197,000, which is $18,000 or 10% higher than 2022. And involved what we budgeted on income, which reflects some of the other stuff we talked about. We budgeted 170, so. And then the number of machines now is 74 instead of 73. One business added one machine. And while gambling revenue increased from 2022 to 2023, marginally, it's not been as much as it has over the last couple of years. So we may, like I said before, be reaching a threshold, but we'll wait and see. It's more of a business issue than it is a revenue issue. And then the last thing I'd like to do is say, this Saturday, happy birthday to the village president.
Thank you, trustee Ara.
That completes my report.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much. We'll move to public safety committee, trustee Kennedy.
Thank you. First of all, it's good to see all you guys here. Thank you guys, all the guys in blue and girls. Good to see you guys all get together. Thanks for all you do on behalf of the board and the village. It's nice to see that you support each other, and that's great for morale in the department. And from there, I'm going to turn it over to the chief. He's got a few good things going on, and I think everybody would like it.
Whoever broke my mic was giving. First of all, I want to thank Administrator Grace for acknowledgement of the court order, the Willow Springs Police Department. I can say, without exception, that everybody who's here has done absolutely everything that I've thrown at them over the last year and a half I've been here. And I'm very proud of the work that you've done. I want to thank the mayor, I'm sorry, President, and my office for these steps too, because there's three major motivating factors. First one is money, and having a contract that you know you're going to get paid and what you're going to get paid. Civil service, we like that, we want to know what we're getting and what we're going to get. Thank you, Mayor, and Administrator Rich, for negotiating that. Pay raises are kicking in, the big in May, right there. Well, every day is going up with them. The second thing is acknowledgement. We have the opportunity tonight to acknowledge 3 of our members for some great police work. And the last one is promotions. And obviously, promoting 2 members to corporate. That's next, but I'm going to tell you a quick story about what a couple of our officers did back near the end of October, we got notified, believe it or not, by Palm Beach, Florida Police Department, that there was an individual in our vicinity, who was wanted for a wire fraud of almost $40,000. That might be wire fraud. And, Mike Prohaska, or detective, soon to be corporal, did a little bit of research, and was able to identify who he thought was the individual, and the vehicle that he was driving. He confirmed that with a couple of people, but we still had to kind of get our hands on this individual and properly identify him so that we could tell and they could, and move forward with their case. So Mike did that work, he gave it out to the department, and Anthony Strzelka and Rachel Martin, two of our officers, really took it to heart. They were tag team, and they liked going after people, and they staked out where we thought this individual was going to be, looking for the vehicle. Guess what happened? They found him. Lo and behold, Officer Martin was able to properly identify the individual. You know, a couple of tickets, I think, Rachel. Did you find out if he paid? Because we could get over $100,000. Get over it. But as a result of that hard work, there was a nationwide warrant that's been issued for this individual. The U.S. Marshals looking for him. You know, that's over and above just getting into a police car, riding around the Wilson Bridge. So, great work by everybody. And it really reflects the amount of work these individuals do every single day. So, citations here, Mayor, I think you present them.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful accommodations, and thank you for your outstanding work. Chief, did you have anything else to add during this portion of the meeting?
I'm trying to learn how to stop. in your head.
And Mr. Kennedy, did that complete your portion of the report?
That concludes my report.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll move on to municipal buildings and grounds. We're going to skip over that one tonight. Public Works Committee, Director Branton.
Basically, I got no report, but I did pass on my annual report to the company.
Okay, thank you for your work on that. License and Franchise Committee, we will pass on, although during the action items, we do have two new businesses for consideration, so we'll touch on that in just a bit. Building and Zoning Committee, Trustee Park.
Thank you. Getting in the survey. For the month of December 2023, we issued 18 building permits. Construction costs were $614,927, resulting in permit costs of $12,842. And for the year end total, we had 310 permits. Construction cost was $8,713,432.11, resulting in permit fees of $236,861. Regards to construction permit costs,
In the year 2021, we had issued 425. It flowed down to 321 for 2022, and for 2023, 310 permits. The rationale behind it being so much higher in 2021 is when the Willow Run project started, which was absolutely huge. So I think we're on pretty good grounds there. And Tommy took all the air out. I was the first one. The mayor. And that's all I had to say.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll move into action items. And as I said, there are quite a bit to cover this evening. The first two we have are consideration for business licenses. So the first is consideration of business license for Balloon Drama located at 8695 Archer Avenue, Suite 15, the old center here. Balloon Drama is a party supply rental providing balloon bouquets and arches. Their hours of operation in the application you can see here, they're looking to do 9 to 5. There's no additional signage requested. Order and recommendation for is before us tonight. May I have a motion to approve that license?
So moved.
By trustee Carr, second.
I'll second.
By trustee Kennedy, questions or discussion?
I was reviewing the license application on page 3, and I was surprised by the building owner that was listed. Thought it was another building, and I don't know if it's a certain.
Okay. We will confirm. Were there any other questions or concerns on this one? Discussion, hearing none, roll call vote please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, and that license is approved. Welcome to Willow Springs Balloon Drama, thank you. Consideration of, do we have anybody here for the drama with us? Okay, thank you. We'll move on to consideration of business license for Expedited Carriers located at 8695 Archer Avenue, Suite A, also in Willow, Texas. This is an office space for a trucking company. It is only for office space. There is no parking tonight. Their hours of operation are 9 to 3 Monday through Friday. No signage is being requested. The application and approval is recommended. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
By trustee Kennedy, second by trustee Ara. Question or discussions on this one? Okay, hearing none, roll call vote please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, all ayes, and that license is approved. The next item we move to is number 3. This is action to grant village administrator the authority to engage in carpentry repairs and upgrades for the village hall as presented in an amount not to exceed $110,000. So in our board pack, we have a group of estimates, and that's where we arrived at this number for $110,000. And some background on this, we have remained committed to maintaining and improving our municipal buildings when needed. This building, although beautiful, a lot of this is existing, so this is what has been here. So it's about 20 years old and in need of repair or replacement if necessary. We've gone through and prepared some estimates, and this authority will allow us to complete removal and replacement of flooring, upgrades to walls and carpentry. And so in terms of budgeting, we have $75,000 that was budgeted for this building improvement for the 2024 budget. The additional overage is budgeted for in our contingency fund. So that is a summary on this action item. May I have a motion to?
So moved. Second.
By trustee Ara, second by trustee Kennedy. Any more discussion on this one? Questions or concerns?
Just looking forward to the change.
Thanks. All right, thank you very much. Let's do a roll call vote.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, all ayes, and that one's. We'll move on to approval of amended impact fee agreement between the Village of Willow Springs and the Full Circle Group INC. So allow me to provide some background. If you will, the original impact fee agreement was entered into in 2019. Full Circle is a company that's exact address is 10200 South Archer. So that's just at the westernmost boundary of town on Archer. They have this agreement in place that allows them to park tractor trailers And this amendment comes before us because in the original agreement, it was based on a monthly basis, depending on usage. It became highly difficult for anybody to manage and monitor. So this amendment will allow us to change it to a flat rate monthly fee. But that flat rate monthly fee is $10,000 per month. It is my understanding that with this agreement and this arrangement, we also have the flexibility of potential changes in circumstances in the future. Revise, amend, or revisit it. So that is the background on this. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Make the motion.
By trustee Kennedy. Second,
Second.
by trustee Carr. Now, if there's any discussions or questions on this action item.
Well, I have a few things. I did a lot of education for myself on this, and I read the ordinance from 2019. And I did some back checking. So the way this ordinance was written, and I confirmed this with some other individuals, is that this applies to 3 different PIN numbers, even though the address is the partial address. So this whole agreement applies to over 38 acres, which is part of a business that already exists, plus the storage feature. And I was trying to get my arms around how much of this property this agreement was to, because I was getting confused by some of the information I had, especially about the 10-acre piece in here. So my first idea was that only 10 acres was going to be used out of this. But it's my understanding, and Eric, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this agreement applies to all 38 acres, which means if it's possible, they can park truck trailers on 38 acres.
Correct.
Which I didn't completely understand to begin with. And I agree with the whole thing that on section 3 about the impact fee that you're paying. And it makes it a whole lot easier to manage, so that this agreement is much, much better in that regard. But I was equally concerned about the rate that's being charged for about the usage that we believe they're using right now. So in discussion, I'm hearing that it's roughly about $400 per month per acre of usage right now is how we estimate that. I'm talking to some individuals on the board. So that comes up to about 25 acres being used. So as the time goes on, we can go ahead and look at license renewal and that we can adjust it, which is what the Brighton Village president said. So that seems like that's the right thing to do as well. So that we have that documented, because reading these documents, it took me a lot to sort all this stuff out and understand it, because that's not the way. This also is an agreement that does not have an end date. While the 3 lots are operated, or the 3 PIN numbers are operated by one company called Full Circle, they have a 99-year agreement with the NWRD, which started in 1961. So that means that agreement goes to 2060. And this agreement does not have an end date, but we get the opportunity to deal with it on an annual basis as we issue us licenses.
Correct.
So, because until I did this investigation and then asked the questions, I did not get understanding. And my hope is that we get this into the minutes, because as I went back to the old minutes to try to understand this, it wasn't as clear to me back then. So, I just wanted to make sure everybody on the board knew how this was written and how it was being applied. That confirms everything that I wanted to say and let everybody be aware.
All right, thank you for that discussion and all those observations, trustee Ara. Any further clarification needed or discussion? Very good. Let's do a roll call vote.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettmeyer.
Aye, all ayes, and that is. Okay, moving on, next we have number 5. This is an ordinance 2024-0-01. An ordinance amending the village code to establish regulations for unscheduled intercity buses and discharge of passengers. I'll provide some background. Under this ordinance, we add language to the code regarding unscheduled intercity buses. We established rules and procedures that require them to apply 5 days in advance prior to arrival of buses. We also established limits on time and location as to where these buses can arrive. Buses that are non-compliant would be subject to a fine of $750 per passenger. The ordinance also gives the authority and enforcement power to our chief of police ordinance designee. And as you may know, many neighboring municipalities are adopting similar ordinance in response to the migrant crisis. From our position and our standpoint as a small village, we have limited resources to support such events, particularly if they are unannounced or unplanned for. This ordinance helps us to ensure the health and safety of our residents, businesses, and of course also any potential passengers. Right. That is the background on that. I'll open it up first by asking for a motion.
So moved.
By trustee Ara, second.
I'll second.
By trustee Kennedy. Question or discussion?
One of the features that I read in here is that the loading and unloading times is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it's Monday through Friday. So that's the guidance and the restriction, but I was trying to think of how this should apply to anything else, because if we move on and this kind of dissipates over time, I'm trying to think of examples of how this could apply. One of the things that came to my mind was when I was in college and we used to take bus service and people would do drop-offs in certain areas. So when things like that come up, we're just going to have to remember that this exists and those people that do that type of transportation will need to be aware of what our policy.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, then I think we're ready to do a roll call vote, please.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettemeyer.
Aye, all ayes and ordinance 2024-01 is approved, so we're moving on now. Approve ordinance 2024-0-2, authorizing the disposal of village-owned surplus property. That's 3 items in here for surplus. The ordinance before us, one is a skid steer, one is a 24-year-old roughly GMC with nearly 82,000 miles. Third is a 22-year-old roughly Ford F-50 with just over 67,000 miles. Our board packs include photo and data of all 3 pieces of equipment, and these are no longer usable to us. By passing this ordinance, we would authorize our administrator to dispose of them by sale, auction, donation. May I have a motion to approve? By trustee Ara,
I'll second.
second by trustee Kennedy. Discussion or questions? Hearing none, roll call vote please.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettemeyer.
Excuse me, I, and that ordinance is approved. So that leads us into our next 3 items, which is, the next 3 items are approval to purchase. So what we've done here is we've surplus some old and we have the need to purchase some new equipment. All of these 3 next items for approval for purchase are within budget. And we'll go through them each individually. The first is approval to purchase the 2023 Ford F-550 dump truck VIN number. Bear with me on this, I have to read the whole VIN number. 1FDUF5HN9PDA 14510 with the snowplow and de-icing equipment from Fox Ford of 3560 28th Street, Grand Rapids, Michigan. 49512 an amount not to exceed, an amount of $112,758. Oh, that was a lot. Let me give some background and then I'll ask for a motion on this one. As I mentioned, it's budgeted and planned for. It replaces one of the surplus vehicles that we just surplus. And we'll have a variety of uses, including enhancing snowplow removal services. With that, I have a motion.
So moved.
By trustee R, second by trustee Carr. Thank you very much. Questions or discussion? If you do have anything to add that I left out.
This particular one is going to enhance and make our liquid program better. And we lose solvents and maybe this vehicle to get more into liquid.
Thank you. Any further questions, discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, all ayes, and that is approved. The second approval purchase is for a new 2024 Ford F-250 pickup VIN number 1FTBF2BA 7REC 19546 with a snowplow from Fox Ford of 3560 28th Street, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49512, and an amount of $59,844. Again, this is within budget, it's, in compliance with what our fleet management plans are sort of setting out to do. It replaces the surplus pickup, and it will serve a wide range of uses, including snow removal operations. All right. May I have a motion to approve this purchase?
So moved.
By trustee Ara, second.
I'll second.
By trustee Kennedy, questions or discussion?
Just wanted to reiterate what a great job in negotiations the Public Works Department did. We had budgeted $200,000. This came in, under 173. We still had some upfitting to do, but, well within budget, so next year. Vehicles are hard to get nowadays.
All right, thank you. Let's do a roll call, vote, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye. And that purchase, the final purchase is for John Deere tractor, 2025 R compact utility tractor with attachment Shorewood, Colorado, 13639 West 159th Street, Homer Glen, Illinois, 641. And this one is an amount of $36,226.77. Again, as the rest of them, within budget, plan for an additional use for sidewalks. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
By trustee Ara,
Second.
by trustee Kennedy, discussion or question?
Just to give everybody an idea how much this is, it's 30, bit over 36,000, budget 40,000 for maybe some, for other things, but it comes well outfitted, so it's used in the summer as well as in.
Thank you. Let's, do a roll call, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, all ayes, and that is approved. Thank you. Okay, finally, on to our last two action items. As Administrator Grace previously mentioned, there was a police commission test conducted for girls with the help of our police commission. Results of that test were certified earlier this month. From those results, we have the next two recommendations before our committee. Is the unanimous recommendation of our police commission and the chief of police that we promote officers Keith Buckley and Michael Prohaska to the rank of corporal. I'm very excited to do this. So I'll begin by taking these actions and after forward administer. First item, may I have a motion, may I have approval to appoint Officer Keith Buckley to the position of corporal?
Make that motion.
We have the motion by trustee Kennedy and the second by trustee Carr. Discussion? Do roll call, please.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr,
Aye.
President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, and that is unanimously. Thank you. And next, the approval to appoint Officer Michael Prohaska to the position of. May I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
By trustee Kennedy. By trustee Carr. Discussion or questions? Roll call vote.
Trustee Ara,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Carr, President Nettlemeyer.
Aye, all ayes, and that's also unanimously approved. Thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations. It's not police administrator.
If you could both please approach the. Please.
I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the ordinances of the Village of Willow Springs. I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of police corporal with honor, integrity, and without prejudice, to the best of my ability, so help me God. And ordinances of the Village of Willow Springs.
and the ordinances of the Village of Willow Springs.
I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of police corporal
of police corporal
with honor,
with honor,
integrity,
integrity,
and without prejudice,
and without prejudice,
to the best of my ability, so help me
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
All right, that completes the action items, and again, just a tremendous honor and thank you guys for the hard work. And very, very happy. That completes the action items, as I said, old business, is there any? New business? Public comment?
No.
Okay, nobody signed up for public comment, there is no executive session tonight. And the final item is village president report. I think we have covered a lot tonight and a lot of positive things, so I have nothing additional to report. Great work to everyone. With that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion.
By trustee Kennedy,
Second.
second by trustee Ara. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And this meeting is adjourned at 7:46. Thanks, everyone.
Hold your seats.